bank relationships are not even real relationships. And a lot of people be telling you that it's good to build a relationship with a bank because whenever you need to borrow money or to get a loan, you can go to the bank that you've built a relationship and have history with. But the fact of the matter is, bank relationships are not real relationships, because if you going through hard times, let's say your bank account going to overdraft, your business is going slow, you made a bad financial decision, or things just not going the way you planned to go. When you go to your own bank to try to borrow some money from that same bank you quote unquote built the relationship for, they're gonna look at your bank account, and because it's in a negative, or because it's not at a certain level, they ain't gonna let you borrow no money. They ain't gonna let you borrow no money, no matter how many years you done had that bank account. You could have that bank account for 20 or 30 years. You could have it stacked up with cash for 20 or 30 years. But as soon as you really need money from the bank, you'll find out that they ain't gonna let you borrow nothing unless you fit a certain criteria. Now, if a bank, we say that we build the relationship with a bank because we've been with them for so long, as if the bank owe us something or could do us some type of favor. The bank don't do you no type of favors. The bank is gonna only loan to people who fit a certain criteria or have a certain credit score. If you're going through hard times and you need to borrow money for your business or for personal usage, you just out of luck. Now, we use the word relationship, building a relationship. A real relationship is when you're going through something and you can go to your friend or your homeboy or your partner and be like, hey, let me borrow this until I get through this hard patch or this hard little thing that I'm going through. Let me borrow this because I'm trying to build something or add to something. Let me borrow this and I'm gonna pay you back. And your friend will let you get it. That's what a real relationship is. But it ain't no such thing as no bank relationship unless you fit their criteria. So don't put your trust into a bank. And it's crazy that we put all of our money, we cash all of our checks in the bank, and they take our money and lend it out to people. But when we need money, they make us fit a certain criteria in order to borrow money, even though we give them our money to make money. They make money with our money. So it's just an illusion and words that people use that don't really mean what it really means, because there's no such thing as a bank relationship. Banks don't want to be in a relationship with you. They just want your money so they can lend it out and make more money. It's unfair because they borrow ours, they take our money, lend it out without our permission. But we got to go to them, even though we've been with them for a long time, and ask for permission to borrow money, and at the same time we got to fit a certain criteria. I don't think that's right. But there is no such thing as a relationship with a bank. Don't ever get that twisted. Banks are not your friend. They only here to make money off of your overdraft fees and lend your money out to people in exchange for making a profit off of the finances, the interest rates. So don't get caught up in the whole you build a relationship with your bank. Your bank don't care about you. And if you believe your bank care about you, try losing it all and saying that you want to borrow something. They're gonna look at the amount of money you got and base lending you something off the amount of money that you got. Now, if I'm broke, or if I got a little bit of money, I need a lot of money, how you gonna base what you lend me off of what I got? That's not a good relationship. That's an unfair relationship. And that's how I feel about the whole thing. Banks ain't your friend. They just want your money to lend it out to other people. And when it's time for you to borrow, they make you jump through hoops. They make you qualify. We didn't make them qualify when we put money in the bank, when we let our money sit there and not gain no type of significant amount of interest, we let it sit there when we could be putting our money into other things, investing in into other things, instead of just letting the bank take our money and lend it out to other people just to make money off of other people. And that's just how I feel about the situation.